The 1000 review is here for the TALARIA XXX. I will go through the ins and outs of this bike and what you need to know before you purchase the XXX. I will have Lunacycle linked in the description. I go over regen braking, the power, speedometer, pegs, brake lights, headlights, forks, everything you need to know. Catch you in the video. Okay, so lots to talk about in today's video. This will be the 1000-mile review. Now, right now, I do not have 1,000 miles on the bike, but when this video goes out, I will. So, this will be the 1,000-mile review. It's a little early. I realize that when I'm going fast, you still hear the wind noise. So I ordered like a windscreen fuzzy muffler for my microphone, so you don't gotta worry about that. But I just decided to come out here and film this video really quick. Now when this video comes out, I'll be in Canada. And that's a fact. I won't even be home. See, like right here, you'll hear a little bit of wind noise. Yeah, so hopefully you don't have to hear that anymore. Windy in general, but it's also, you're going fast and help. There's somebody here, so I really don't want to. I think I actually know who it is, so we're not actually gonna go film right now. So 1,000-mile review. What should you know when you're gonna hit the purchase button on this bike? First, you should know that it's really light. Okay, we'll do pros. You should know when you buy it, it's really light, which is obviously a good sign. It has an eco mode. So when I first bought this bike, sport mode, I wasn't like going to fly into sport mode this fast. So for eco mode, so sport mode, I was like, yeah, a little sketched out, right? But it has an eco mode. So right now it's in sport. You click this little button right here. So you got this little, okay. Got your two little switches right here are your down regen braking, up regen braking. We'll talk about that later. Then there's a little button up top. It's the M button. It says M on it. That turns you in eco mode. And it'll still come up in a wheelie. Don't get me wrong. If you're standing here and you hit the throttle, it'll come up. But when you're going off a top speed, watch. Here's eco mode. Like, we're barely moving here. And it's very like, I'm barely even moving. I'm probably going like 5 miles an hour. Full throttle. Slow down, full throttle. Slow down. If I go full throttle at this speed, I'm going straight back in sport mode. See, like I'm barely moving, full throttle. Like I'm probably only stopping to like 1 mile an hour. Now from like a dead stop, here goes, we'll do a dead stop. Ready, and go. Boom, that's dead stop, full throttle. It doesn't even want to come up. Dead stop, full throttle. Yeah, it doesn't even come up. So that's what I'm saying. Now obviously if you put your feet down and you hit the throttle, it's gonna come up. That's because there's no weight on it. So if you're gonna buy this bike and cut the governor, which I do have a whole video on before I cut the governor and after I cut the governor like a year ago. Those are my first 2 videos. So go have a check at those for those. But before you cut the governor, it goes 20. In eco mode, it'll go 30. So we top out in eco mode here. Boom, that's about 30 miles an hour. Sport mode, on the other hand, is a completely different animal. Which I'm not, sport mode for me is fun. I'd barely ever ride in eco mode now. But sport mode, it could hurt you. So eco mode is good to have if you're just starting out with e-motos. So sport mode, even with me sitting on it, it'll come up into a wheelie. See? Like sport mode does actually fly. Let's go back to somewhere else and see what we can mess around with it. Oh crap. Yeah, we'll jump straight. Yeah. Stop speed run, here we go. Oh, I gotta stop at the stop sign here. They're gonna let me go, I'll go. We are buzzing. That wind noise you guys should not hear anymore. Alright, so we'll do a little top speed run here and see what tops out at. Holy piss. This dude is barreling. He ain't stopping either. Go free. I'd probably say that was about a nice like 45, 50 maybe. Going around that. Next up, we got. Okay, so in conclusion with that, eco mode is nice to have when you're first starting out. Because sport mode on the bike, it's not. It'll come up into a wheelie. Eco mode on the bike, not. The wheel will come up a tiny little bit, but it's like that much, and it's not too much to feel. Right. Next up, we'll talk about the regen braking. Put it down to level 1 here, and it's way on video. You probably ain't gonna tell, but if you actually pick one of these up, you can really tell. So, mode level 1, we are not stopping. We are staying at a steady, probably 10, 15 miles an hour. We're not like I'm not touching the throttle, and obviously we'll decrease speed gradually. But we're still rolling. Like if I hit it, we look, you can't see, but it's still just gradually slowing down. It's kind of like a 2-stroke anything. You just coast, right? Now, if you put it up into level 2, so now we'll be in level 2. Level 2 here, you'll go, and you can hear it. And it'll start to slow you down a little bit. Like you can see that it's starting to slow down. And then once you get to below like 5 miles an hour, it'll stop and it'll kick off. Now level 3, you can really feel, and level 4 is kind of ridiculous. So we'll actually turn it down to level 1 so you guys can't see it yet. And we'll put it up into level 3 here. Level 3, we hit it. It automatically, so that's not even me touching the brakes so you guys can see. Really starts to slow down there. And level 4. Level 4 is, so we'll let off. Here, let's put it back on to level 1. We'll let off right at these like little marks right here, and we should stop by the time we get to like right up in here with the 4th level. So let's, boom, level 4 here. Yes, level 4, we're in level 4, and let's go. Boom. So with level 4, it slows me down all the way to here. So speed, no brakes. And it's actually kind of cool. You ain't using your brake pads and do it. Boom, all the way down. Whew, almost just fell. And it's actually really kind of dangerous, I guess, because right there you see I was going so incredibly slow I almost fell. And this does, if you take out the brake sensor, this does have enough power to do a little burnout there. Next, it has daytime lights. Don't know if you guys can see those, but it has the daytime lights. It has low, like top beams, and then both. So high beams and like mid beams, we'll say. Then it has a horn. Has the horn. This is how you turn it on, the RFID, the FID real. I don't even know what this thing's called. So you press this button, scan it, then you gotta hit the start button. And you hit the start button, it goes. So let's go, before I continue, let me go get a little picture for the thumbnail and an intro. I'm back in level 1, I'm gonna go up in level 2. Alright, well, I'll pick back up the turn back on the GoPro when I'm done with the intro and GoPro, or yeah, pick back up the camera in a second. So what you should know with this XXX is that Talaria actually just dropped a XXX Pro, which this whole front light isn't here. This tail light's up under here, so it's more set up for off-road, and it comes stock with off-road tires. This normal XXX, the standard XXX, only comes with, you can get supplements, but it comes stock with Supermotos. Literally the only difference with the XXX Pro and the standard is what I said, the front headlight, back tail light, and the speedometer. The speedometer is colorful instead of black and white like this one is. And it comes stock with off-road tires instead of street tires. Other than that, these bikes, the power is the exact same. Now, I am a little stumped if I should sell this and get something new or keep it, so when I have a big YouTube channel, this could be like, oh, this is the bike that started it all. And then we can just upgrade this like a 74-volt battery, a new motor, new controller, and deck this thing out. So that is always an option too. So I'm gonna make a poll on that. And I also want you guys to please comment below on what we should do in that circumstance. Lion just brought it coming. My phone is actually dead. The things that I don't like is that the battery doesn't last too long, but it's not that big of a battery. It only goes 50, also what I don't like. The pegs are small, the stock handlebars are small, but you can get replacements for those. What else don't I like about it? My speedometer stopped working, or like it's not accurate, but it was accurate before whatever happened to it happened, so I can't really say that's a fault on the bike's purpose because it worked before. And I mean, obviously this bike is a lot of fun. Showing that I've had this bike for, oh, the bird. Did I kill him? No, he's alive. Showing that I had this bike for 9 months and already has 1,000 miles on it. That shows to me that it's a lot of fun, and it is a lot of fun. As always, thank you guys for watching the 1,000 mile Talaria XXX review. Please like and subscribe, and I stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm on my own.